remain standing for the posting of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Forward, arch. Up, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Color guard, halt. Left, face. Present, color.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Good evening. Tonight, I want to discuss the butterfly effect. In theory, the phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have large effects elsewhere. My first realization of the butterfly effect takes place when I was a child. When I was younger, I always had a chronic feeling of loneliness. I would lie to myself and say I enjoyed being alone and that it was better, but eventually I found comfort in perspective. From a very young age, I was always putting myself in other people's shoes, sometimes even taking care of the adults around me who should have been taking care of me. In 2019, I discovered my favorite artist, my new comfort, Sonder. At the time, I knew nothing of the true meaning of Sonder, but today I know it loud as ever, just like I did as a child. Sonder is the profound feeling that realizing everyone, including strangers, passing in the streets, has a life as complex as one's own, which they are constantly living despite one's personal lack of awareness of it. I joined Venture in December of 2021. I was 15. I was supposed to be a sophomore, yet I didn't even have a full credit. But somehow on August 31st, I graduated. Within 2 years, I achieved 4 full years of high school. Although most of you may not know me, trust when I say I know you. I know who you are because you were where I was. We walked the same halls and we shared the same classrooms. While all of us look, speak, walk, and think differently, we are all so alike because Venture makes us the same. The same reasons we're not sitting in a stadium with thousands of graduates right now. All of you are strong, all of you are inspiring, and I'm so proud of every single one of you. Do not be scared of the future. Do not hesitate on your future. Take this time to digest the chapter in a healthy light. Take it as motivation to accomplish more, as evidence you can push yourself even when the odds are against you in every single way possible. Tonight, I have one last piece of information for you to take away. Start looking for Sonder in everything and everywhere. Allow it to give yourself grace and grace for others as well, because this is all our first time living in this life.
Hi, my name is Riley Russell Bruton. I'm a teacher and graduation coach here at Venture. I want to start by acknowledging and celebrating the hard work that our graduates have put into this amazing accomplishment. They have truly earned the diploma they are about to receive. Anytime somebody earns a high school diploma, it is something to celebrate. However, having a diploma from Venture High School really sets a person apart. It proves that they have certain qualities that differentiate them from their peers. Having a Venture diploma, first of all, represents resiliency. All of our graduates today have a story. They have struggled in some capacity. They have a reason for coming to Venture. Something in their lives needed a change, and they took the initiative to make that change happen. When they came to Venture, they took advantage of the opportunity to have a fresh start. They have had to be self-determined, self-motivated, focused, and ambitious. For many of them, the struggles that they faced outside of school were not erased when they started at Venture, but here they learned how to persevere despite the obstacles in their path. Having a Venture diploma also represents strength of character. Being a Venture student means that you are dedicated to self-improvement. Venture graduates are passionate about their growth. It becomes a part of their life. They learn goal setting, self-reflection, ownership, and autonomy. These skills stick with them long after they leave the Venture halls. Venture graduates' diploma also represents boldness. It shows that you care enough about your success to take a risk and try something new. A Venture diploma represents heart. I have never seen a group of people support each other the way that Venture students do. Venture students are just as happy for the success of their peers as they are for their own. They cheer each other on, they push each other, they build a community that is strong and driven. They know the value that kindness, thankfulness, and encouragement has on their own success and the success of others. And lastly, a Venture diploma represents a very unique form of academic excellence. Venture graduates have to learn and master all the same things that every other Texas graduate has to. The difference is Venture graduates have to guide their own learning, which I'm sure many of you can agree is a huge challenge. Even more impressively, most graduates are able to do this faster than they were at their home campus. Venture graduates are highly intelligent. They are able to quickly absorb new information, process it, and demonstrate their knowledge in unique and creative ways. Being a Venture graduate is special. It's an accomplishment with deep and profound meaning. Graduates, as you glance at your diploma throughout your years, I hope that you are reminded of all the astounding qualities that this diploma represents. It not only stands for the education that you've received, but it also represents the struggles that you have overcome and the person you have grown to be. Thank you.
We're grateful to have the support of people behind the scenes who make a difference in your educational experience. Every day, I'm proud to introduce our distinguished guests in attendance at today's ceremony. Arlington ISD board members in attendance tonight include Board President Miss Melody Fowler, Vice President Mr. Justin Chapa, Secretary Miss Sarah McNamara, and board members Mr. David Wilbanks, Miss Brooklyn Richardson, and Miss Leanne Haynes. Thank you all for being here tonight. Additionally, members of our Arlington ISD senior staff in attendance, Dr. Stephen Wartz, Arlington ISD's interim superintendent of schools, Dr. Christy Buell, interim chief academic officer, Dr. Lana McDonald, assistant superintendent of school leadership for secondary. We appreciate you all being here tonight to celebrate with us. The Arlington ISD has been under the leadership of interim superintendent Dr. Stephen Wartz since June. While Dr. Wartz has had that title for just a few months, his ties to the district run deep as he's been with the Arlington ISD for 10 years, including 9 as the chief academic officer. Dr. Wartz started as a bilingual teacher in the Irving ISD in 2000 and quickly advanced to become an assistant principal. He also served as a principal in the Grand Prairie ISD, then returned to Irving ISD as a principal and division director of elementary schools. Prior to his role as chief academic officer, he led schools as the area superintendent of elementary schools. He has a bachelor's from Brigham Young University, a master's from UTA, and a doctorate from Dallas Baptist University. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Stephen Wartz to the stage.
Good evening, everybody. So graduation, what a special moment. It's the culminating event for each of you after years and years of hard work and persistence. It celebrates your efforts and punctuates hours and hours, over 16,000 to be exact, of focus. And when you walked into school on your first day, you walked in with an open mind and you gradually shaped yourselves into the people you are today through each of those passing hours. And you did it with the help and support and love of family, teachers, counselors, mentors, and friends. And I'd like us just to take a moment to thank them, many of them who are here tonight to celebrate you, with a round of applause. Now, graduates, I know having been in your seat, how much you have anticipated today and that you're looking forward to the life that awaits you. And I'm positive that you've probably daydreamed many times about what that life will be like and the experiences that you intend to have. But before you cross the stage tonight and open the door to the next chapter in life, I'd like to invite you just to push the pause button for a second with me, get comfortable in your seats for just a few minutes, and ponder a few things. You see, life is interesting. Each of us, we all walk unique paths that consist of moments strung together to generate experiences that shape us into the people that we are. And some of those moments are large and significant, like tonight, but most of them are small and forgettable. Nonetheless, each of us have a finite number of minutes, and the intentionality by which we live them generates the experience that we have on earth. So I'd like you to consider this. The average human being lives 78 years. And I've actually done the math, and that equates to 40,996,800 minutes. Have you ever considered how much of the time is actually yours to do whatever you want with? Most of it we spend actually just existing. Here are just some interesting examples that I found. Did you know that most people spend 25 years of their life sleeping? 9.1 years of our life, many spend watching TV, which actually counts for half of all the leisure time that you'll have, 2 years of which are spent watching nothing but commercials. 1.1 years of the average human life is spent cleaning, 2.5 years is spent cooking, 3.66 years we're eating, which actually equates to about 67 minutes a day. 4.3 years of your life is spent driving a car, and about 3 months of that life is actually stuck in traffic. That equates to 38 hours annually. You spend at least 1.5 years just in the bathroom. And if you spend time brushing your hair and your teeth while you're there, you can add another 14,000 hours. 70% of your waking life is sitting in front of some form of digital media. 90% of your time is spent indoors. 8 years of your life is spent shopping. On average, you'll walk about 110,000 miles, which is equivalent to 4 times around the entire earth. You'll laugh about 290,000 times, and if you work at least 40 hours a week from the ages of 20 to 65, you will have used up 10.3 years of your total life, and 5 of that years of that time will be spent sitting at a desk, and 2 years in work meetings. So you may ask yourself, why in the world is this person who I don't even know telling me this? And the reason I share this is because when you add up all the things you must do in life just to live, you're actually only left with about 9 years over which you have complete control. That is 9 years to use however you wish, 3,285 days to use however you choose. So with that in mind, I want to share 2 pieces of unsolicited advice for each of you to consider. The first piece is find your passion and pursue it relentlessly. You were born into this world as a unique person. That means there is only one you. No one, not one single person who lives, who has ever lived or will live, is exactly like you. The person you are today is a one-of-a-kind combination of the experiences, the challenge, and the perseverance, the ideas, the joys that only you have. And that is a gift that only you can share. Can you imagine how much more joyful life will be if you choose to double the 9 years that you have by ensuring that the 10.3 years of your life you spend working is doing something that you truly love? Take your time figuring it out. Don't settle. Find your passion and be unapologetic about it. Now you may ask, how do I find my passion? Well, this is actually one of the oldest questions that all of us in this room have wrestled with. And I'd like you to consider this. What do you think about when you don't have to be thinking about anything at all? Where does your mind wander when you daydream? What types of things get you excited? What questions do you find yourself asking? These are all little windows into who you are, and they point you to the thing that you may have been called to do. I want to invite you to listen to those things. It will serve you well. My second piece and final piece of advice is this: try to cultivate gratitude. The happiest people that you'll meet on earth are grateful people. Gratitude allows you to see and affirm the good in the world and to acknowledge the source of that goodness. Life is going to present you with challenges. That's completely unavoidable. We grow and we become stronger when we lean into the winds of life. But when we choose to be grateful, those challenges present opportunities and we see life for what it is, a place to develop ourselves and then pay it forward. This effort to give back to others will strengthen your relationships and they will enrich your life in ways that you can't even imagine this evening. So as you walk the stage this evening, I want to invite all of you to just pause for a moment. Take the moment in. Feel the lights on your face. Feel the energy in the room. Listen to the cheers that will fill the air as your name is called. You've worked really hard to achieve this moment, and it's only going to happen once. And when you get to the other side of the stage, commit to pursue your passion, practice the gratitude that life gives you, and go knowing that all of us here in this room are here and grateful for having had the opportunity to help you get there. Congratulations, graduates. We're really proud of you.
All right. Normally on Fridays we have graduations and I don't say much, but tonight I will, and I'll use tonight to say a few words. I'll try to keep them brief, but I think there's a few things that I would like to say. I stand before you, Alyssa. Job well done. Miss Bruton, appreciate you, as well as Dr. Wartz. And so it is my distinct honor to stand before you today to celebrate your individual journey of each of you. For us to gather here at this moment requires the work and commitment of so many people, both behind the scenes and on the front lines. Before I address our students, I'd like to recognize a few people. We've introduced our school board. We do appreciate every one of you being here tonight, as well as our senior staff. We appreciate Dr. Wartz, Dr. Buell, and Dr. McDonald, and everyone else who supported us along the way. Supported an alternative style of learning that we've been doing at Venture for over 36 years and counting. Also, I would like to say thank you to, as well, again, to Dr. McDonald and Dr. Jarko, he's not here tonight. But throughout all this, the support and the celebration of what we do is very appreciated. President Fowler, I know we only briefly talked about giving these students this opportunity 6 months ago, and yet for you to make that happen with Dr. Wartz is much appreciated, so this is a first. Lastly, I would like to thank the bedrock of our success at Venture High School, Miss Jackie Parsons, our assistant principal, our counselors, Miss Krista Hanks and Miss Amber Muller, our social work department, Mr. Victor Perales and Miss Shar Thompson, coupled with 35 of the most nurturing and supportive staff in all of secondary AISD campuses. Thank you all. You are seeing the fruits of your labor here before you. We appreciate our volunteers, our community partners, and those that have supported us through this crucial time in your lives. Lastly, parents and guardians and the family and friends that are here with us and streaming live, thank you for entrusting your young adults to us during such a pivotal time. You have heard the saying, it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village to support a young adult to success, so thank you all. Graduates, this is a remarkable day for sure, to say the least. Venture has been around doing things just a little bit different for 36 years, and many people quite don't understand what we do. We've had nearly 6,200 graduates, and people ask me, what is a venture student? And I wish I could take a picture because you are a venture student. This is what you see as a venture student. See, venture isn't what most people perceive it to be. Venture is everything to every student as it should be. Today marks a first for us. Our first fall graduation with our wonderful school board and our interim superintendent. I do not want to minimize the prior years because celebrations are celebrations. Whether it's a clap out, bubbles, cafeteria graduation, or whatever it may be, those are still celebrations. Venture started with 6 small little graduates in 1988, and I know that's just a far away year now, but 6 students that did this weird little venture thing. And as we always look to the future, we look at you to see the you that you could be, and we ran with it. So today, yes, it's a big day. Do you remember the day that you came to Venture and you were sitting in the library and you were just it was a little awkward, you were a little anxious, and you just didn't quite know what you were doing? But you got to back up just a little bit before that. See, you applied to go to Venture, you took a chance and you made a decision, and Venture took a chance on you, and here we are. We made it work. With that, we have over 500 students on the waiting list, and nonetheless, we chose you, and now you've succeeded. 2 main things real quickly that I want to talk about. First is change is inevitable. Good change or bad change, but it will occur. That step of faith you took that day was good change. You might not have felt it then, but it was. Remember when I asked you if you loved school? And almost none of you raised your hand. And I made you one promise. I said, I guarantee you'll love Venture at the end. Most of you would probably raise your hand if I asked you that you loved Venture for what we are. I believe most of you would raise your hand, sorry. Most of you would say that Venture was a changing point in your life. Some of you would say that Venture literally saved your life, and that I'm proud of. But your journey's not over yet. See, your story is just beginning. I ask you, what is next? I would venture to say that challenges are coming your way, and you've already heard that tonight. I would say determination will be needed. I would say that good old hard work will have to take place. We tend to forget that hard work that we put into it. Many of you earned large amounts of credits, and we don't give them away like Oprah. They laugh because I say that, but you get a credit. But anyway, but prior to coming to Venture, and now you've earned those credits. The second thing that I want to talk about is earlier, but many of you have taken part in many of our firsts. Tonight is the first fall graduation. We've had our first student council within recent years. We've had our first yearbook. We've had our first Chick-fil-A leadership program, our first Hope Squad, where some of you students have helped students that were struggling emotionally. First are important. However, first are not, it's only the beginning. See, now you embark on the rest of your life. You have something to be proud about, and we have something to be proud about, and that's you. You are the visual representation of our success. I would be remiss if I didn't give you just a bit more of advice, so bear with me, a couple minutes. But life, don't just go through it, grow through it. Put your phone up. Don't just sit there, ask for help. Stay true to who you are. Trust yourself. Don't let your own thoughts and feelings stop you from being great. Take advantage of the opportunity you have in front of you, and one more time, put your phones away. Don't let life pass you by. And you might ask, who are those wise people that have shared that advice? And it was you. It was you on Fridays when you told your advisor, give one advice to your peers. Those are the things that you said. Stay focused, be determined, put your technology up because technology will come and go. I encourage you students, you gave great advice. Venture is a mixed bag for sure. That is who we are. All are accepted and all are helped no matter their situation. Nobody is turned away when help is needed. My hope is that you take all of these things you've learned about life and do something with them. Use your problem-solving skills, your mediation skills, your conflict resolution, your communication skills. Accept all people, no matter the situation they are in, without judgment. I told you in the orientation that we're here to help you. You just have to want and accept the help. Yes, the world will judge you. Prove them wrong. Make a difference. And with that, we're at the main show. That's y'all. So, graduates, please stand. President Fowler, Dr. Warritz, and members of the school board, I proudly present to you the students who have successfully completed the academic and attendance requirements for graduation as prescribed by the Texas Education Agency, the Arlington Independent School District. Congratulations to the graduates of Venture High School of 2024. At this time, will the graduates present themselves to receive their diplomas? I'd like to remind you, the family and friends and graduates, that we are here to honor each student's achievement. Out of respect, this special and solemn ceremony, and keeping with the dignity of this honor and tradition, we request that you demonstrate your appreciation for each graduate with appropriate applause. At this time, graduates, you may be seated.
We're so glad you're here. We love your faces. All right, here we go. Oscar Adame Cerros. Aliyah Aguirre. Samaya Alexander Owens. Rashay Anderson. Hold on. Jonathan Angel Mojica. Celeste Orguejo. Baba. I love kids. Shamaria Brooks. Devon Boyles. Angelina Burkhalter. Isabel Chavez. Ashley Cordova. She's taking a minute. Brianna Davis. Akiria Davis. Jarrell Omar Dixon. Tagarian Eaton. You're good. Nafisa Fofana. Woo-hoo. Hello. Edgar Franco Perez. Sarah Galicia. Christina Gerald. George Gonzalez. Bianca Herrera. Juliana Jackson. Larissa Jackson. Nelson Jackson. Kazaria Johnson. Kazaria. I'm going to say it correctly. I'm so sorry. Kazaria Johnson. Michael Johnson. Selena Obregon. Jacob Leon. Christian Martinez. Zanaya Lacey. Camille Parks. Kate Riddle. Gracie Rodriguez. Alyssa Robles Rogers. Caroline Rougeau. Mildred Ruiz. Juliette Santabanez. Jamar Bassett Sanusi. Hold on. You got long legs. Marvin Satterfield. Quitaja Simpson. Janiyah Smith. I love the enthusiasm. Kayla Stevens. Okay, boots. Zoe Taylor. Lydia Terwilliger. Ariana Vaughn. Take it slow. Maya Belos. Deshaun Walker. Nevaeh Williams. And Gabrielle Horsfall.
For the last time at Ventura High School, graduates, will you please stand? You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Job well done. This concludes our graduation. Thank you for attending, graduates. The graduates will meet the family and friends outside in the parking lot. Please remain seated until the school board and the graduates leave. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Appreciate all of you.